Welcome back, officers of the public. Sir Coruscant, Honorable Police Chief APGAINS here. I don't know why I laughed, but welcome back to another episode of APGAINS at night. It's just APGAINS, but I still haven't replaced the light bulbs in my ceiling fan, so it's harder to see me. We're going to talk about cheating in this fun little situation. So some of you guys, and not nearly, a criminally small amount of you guys know who Calvin Awesome is. Calvin Awesome, great guy. If you guys don't remember Calvin Awesome, August 15th of 2021, we held a heated debate about mods. I think the end of the debate was clipped to the beginning, so let me just summarize. I, of course, voted and argued that mods suck, and he was obviously in favor of mods, and we'll just let you see how it ended from a clip from the end that was put to the beginning, because, you know, gotta sprinkle in some juicy details.
Investment, like, it sucks. Like, I think you're gonna win this debate, AP, so.
I mean, taken straight from the horse's mouth, that was at the end of our debate. So we've seen Calvin Awesome before, and we've pummeled him into the ground with facts, logic, and the suckiness of mods. So we know him all too well on this channel. But as you can see here, let's just hop into it. We're gonna go 1.5 times speed. I'm sorry for your little eardrums. If you can't take it, just get used to it. You're lucky I'm not watching on 1.9.
You can see this GAC video is going to be a little bit different.
So right off the bat, a risk of 0 is kind of funny. But essentially, if we scroll through here, his opponent's got an unimaginably good score, which, you know, maybe they're a good player. But let's just take a quick peek at this Jedi Knight Luke solo versus an R8 gas team with, of course, an R8 arc and an R8. And, like, I think he says, even if they didn't have mods, this still wouldn't be possible.
He took a Jedi Knight Luke to solo a fully relic gas team. I mean, even if this team didn't have mods, that would just not be the case. I don't even think I have to explain the rationale behind that, but just a lot of...
So basically, he's going up against a known cheater, and this is where it gets funny. Let's actually skip to the end of the video somewhere where I think he ends up showing the score of his opponent. His opponent got a score that's reminiscent of the opponent's score when I place 0 characters on defense out of pure frustration for the game. Right? This is next level banners, and as you see there, it's next level banners thanks to cheating on his part. So why do I think that this is so funny? It's not that I think it's funny, because cheating is obviously bad. Don't cheat if you're a cheater. I'm gonna sleep with your mom, and there's nothing you can do about it. But he says somewhere in the video that he's starting to lose faith in CG because he checked the forums, and the guys whose job it is to review cheaters and kind of deal with them, they haven't been online. I think he said they haven't been online since like May or something like that.
The original player was trying to witch pretty well on ground.
All right, so I don't remember where he says it, but basically the guys who are supposed to be preventing cheating from happening haven't even been online since May. Have they quit? Were they fired? Did they find a new job? Are they on, you know, vacation? Who knows? But it's been, what? It's been a couple months since they've even been online, and that's assuming that was May of this year. Let's be honest. It's probably been a couple of years since we've done anything with cheaters. And the reason I'm actually making this video is not so much that, you know, a good player was cheated against and Capital Games will never do anything about it, despite how much it's reported. But actually, like, I was reading through the comment section, and some of them were pretty funny. Redneck Rambo, I have no idea who this is, but I thought this was like the funniest thing I've ever read in my entire life. He said, I have no sympathy for the whales who spend a ton of money to get an advantage that lose to cheaters. I find it hilarious, actually. And I don't see much of a difference between swiping a credit card to win a battle than I do running an APK to win one. Both require the same amount of skill. None! Unless, of course, you think pressing the buy button takes a lot of talent. I think, needless to say, that's a little bit of a boneheaded take, but let's peel back the curtain, right? Let's peel back the curtain. Yes, you can beat poor people if you spend money. I go up against people with more money than me all the time in Grand Arena. Fortunately, I beat them because of the might of my incredibly underwhelming PP. But nevertheless, they are crushed below the micro, and eventually I get to a point where I can no longer beat the whales. Once they're like 4 million GP higher than me, then it starts to get a itchy, a little scratchy, a little itchy and scratchy if I were. But to say that that using APKs and cheating, blatantly cheating, and not even trying to hide it. Like if we look through what this guy is doing, this guy is not even trying to hide. Like a little bit earlier, he was running like max banners in some battles. Let's just actually like skip through what he was doing. Like he's going against a JMK cat, right? JMK cat. And I don't know if he mentioned it here, but I don't think he used Datacrons. We have no way of saying, but even if he did, JMK cat, max banners versus JMK cat. No, that's not to say that if he used the OP JML Datacron that allows him to attack under protection if he has riposte. Let me see if I can get this. Actually, my face is kind of in the way. All right, we know it's gone. But even then, right, you can't kill the cat while it has damage immunity and it's going to snipe one person. Like, this is the biggest load of nonsense that I have ever seen in my entire life. And apparently this guy is a known cheater. This is not his name, I think, just for clarification. I think Calvin explains it as this guy had a name, but then he changed his name to a person who was trying to get him reported. So this is actually not the name of the cheater. But rather what you guys should do is use the ally code that he put in the thumbnail here that links the account. So not only is he cheating, he's not hiding it. He's like making fun of someone who's actively trying to make the game a better place by getting this person removed. Shout out to this amazing face that Calvin Awesome is making right now. And Capital Games will likely never, ever, ever do anything about it, which I find a wee tad funny in a sick, morbid sense. Because what is the point of spending money if someone is just going to cheat and beat you? I dislike going against whales as much as the next person. I have been an avid supporter of actual matchmaking needing to take place. And now I get obviously the like, oh, APGAINS, you're winning all your matches. Surely matchmaking is fair. Well, for every one person winning their matches, there's 1,000 people getting absolutely fucked over by it. And that's kind of what I care. I like, we just need a bracket system again, like Capital Games. I know you got rid of skill-based for money-based matchmaking, but can we just have a consolation prize? Like, if you're not going to prevent cheaters, at least prevent the game from sucking. I don't know. I don't think there's a positive spin on this. People are cheating. It's ruining the game for some people. People spending money and, you know, doing 1 million versus 7 million is ruining the game for some people. So who's having fun? Who's benefiting here? Obviously, besides from Capital Games, and I get it. Yes, I always harp back to the fact that they're a business and they're gonna make money and they only care that they're making money. And we saw the video where the guy was like explaining how app development works for mobile games. Like, you want to make the game as little to do with skill as possible, and they've definitely done. They've definitely taken big strides with, you know, implementing money-based matchmaking and adding datacrons. They've definitely implemented massive ways to remove skill from this game, but there is still skill. I mean, this goes back to this kind of knuckleheaded comment down here. To say that people who have bigger accounts because they spent money aren't good is obviously an asinine statement. Like, obviously you're going to beat someone with a smaller account regardless of skill, but, you know, have you seen a Calvin Awesome stream? This guy is one of, if not the best GAC players with, you know, not much invested. You've seen Arnold play. Arnold's obviously a good player. There are other, you know, top guys who spend lots of money, but they're objectively good at the game. You know what I mean? So I think we can't fall into this kind of knuckleheaded stuff and instead have to view all of the problems as a collective suckening of the game, but also as different problems entirely. Cheating is a different problem from matchmaking not being, you know, there is a different problem from whales, you know, paying to win. Like, these are all separate issues. Some are obviously greater than others. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this saga. This video was sponsored by you guys, the 6% of you guys who watched past 8 minutes. You guys paying all that sweet, sweet ad revenue, watching all those juicy ads. Every time you watch an ad, I get 1/10 of a penny. Don't you feel special? I bet you feel special. Thanks for fueling the APGAINS fire with your ad revenue money. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Once I find the end stream button. Bye-bye.